In Genesis 22:5, the word worship here, this is the first time it's mentioned in the Bible. So it's almost given context and definition right here in the Abraham and Isaac story. It says, "Stay here with the donkey." Abraham told the servants, "The boy and I will travel a little further. We will worship there, and then we will come right back." So it looks like worship is an act of obedience. It's a place where you hear God's voice in your obedience, where you hear God's voice to move forward. It looks like a place where you live maybe open-handed, because that's what Abraham was doing. He was living open-handed. He was taking his son up to be sacrificed. And he had always lived that way, in the sense that God told him to go, and he had faith, and he went, and he left a lot of things behind. It seems to be like, again, a place that God will speak. If you've ever seen the movie His Only Son, it was released in 2023. It tells a dramatic story of Abraham and gives you the biblical account, but it paints a picture of what he may have went through, what he might have struggled with in just that obedience to take each step forward, to get all the things he needed to prepare his altar, to go lay his sacrifice down. And it says here in Genesis 22:2, "Take your son, comma, your only son, comma, who you love, comma, and go to the land Moriah, comma, to offer him there as a burnt offering on the mountains in which I shall tell you." They say that these commas in Hebrew teaching are pushbacks from Abraham. So I'm drawn to that movie and what they depicted in that movie of Abraham having that struggle, that he did struggle. He had the mind battles, the struggling, that where he heard God clearly, and as soon as he stepped forward, the enemy came in with the seed of doubt and started to make him push back. But even though he pushed back, God pushed right back and said, "No, keep going, Abraham." Abraham would go, and then here's another comma. He's pushing back again. He's like, "No, Abraham, I need you to go." So even in that act of obedience, he doubted. He might have pushed back a little from God. He probably had mental battles. I mean, any parent in that situation would. I can't imagine that I could even have done what he did. But I know I would have struggled with just being obedient and just getting the preparation. So it seems that altars are a place of preparation. Worship is the place of obedience. That place that you move forward and you obey and you go and prepare the altar and you lay down your sacrifice. So is there anything today that you need to sacrifice, that you need to lay down? How do you need to prepare your altar so you can go lay this down and be obedient to God and walk forward and hear his voice clearly? Allow me to pray. Lord, thank you for being Jehovah Jireh, our provider. I will surrender all my worship to you. I give my dances and praises as a sacrifice to your goodness and love at the altar, yielding myself to you and giving all I possess to you. I will not withhold any part of me from you. I will worship you with all I have, for you have shown me your mercies. You have provided when I was weak. You lifted me up when I fell. You guided me along the lighted path. You sacrificed your life so I could live. Please take me to the altar, for I surrender all to you. Praise your mighty name. My tambourine rattles the message. Praise you, Lord. Bless your Son, Jesus Christ. I dance and sing, and I will worship into your name all the days of my life. In Yeshua's name I pray. Amen. This week, every day, build an altar somewhere. Find an altar somewhere. Your car, garage, bedroom, closet, whatever. Take 10 minutes. and surrender your worship to Him. Whatever that may be, surrender. Pick a song and lose yourself at that altar, surrendering your praise and your worship to Him, thanking Him for the goodness that comes from that place you've laid down your sacrifice at the altar, for the goodness He brings out of it and what He will show you in it. Grace and peace.